Welcome to Coins History. Today, we're uncovering some of the most valuable and rare Lincoln pennies in the United States, coins that could be worth thousands of dollars sitting quietly in someone's pocket. Some of these pennies can sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Could that old coin in your jar be a goldmine waiting to be discovered? Thanks for watching, with love. Hit that subscribe button to keep uncovering rare treasures hidden in plain sight. Coin 1. Holding a single penny in your hand, a coin so small, so ordinary at first glance, yet powerful enough to shock collectors, surprise experts, and change lives. A penny that many people have seen, but almost no one truly understands. A penny born from American history, wrapped in mystery, rarity, and serious money. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most valuable modern Lincoln pennies ever created by the United States of America. This is not just any coin. This is the Lincoln penny with a satin finish, from the historic birthplace cabin design, carrying the legendary D Mint mark, struck in the unforgettable year of 2009, and taken directly from an official proof set as an actual collectible coin. This penny is not pocket change. This penny is a sleeping giant. The year 2009 was one of the most important years in Lincoln cent history. It marked the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent itself. To honor this moment, the United States Mint released 4 special reverse designs, each telling a chapter of Lincoln's life. Among them, one design stands out and captures the heart of American history: the humble log cabin where Abraham Lincoln was born. The birthplace cabin design is powerful. It represents struggle, hope, and the rise of a man who would change a nation. But what most people do not realize is that not all of these pennies were created equal. Some were mass-produced for circulation. Others were specially made for collectors. And then there are the extremely rare satin finish coins that exist on an entirely different level. The satin finish is not the same as proof, and it is not the same as regular circulation strikes. It has a smooth, silky texture, a soft glow instead of a mirror shine, and razor-sharp details that bring Lincoln's portrait and the cabin design to life. This finish was only used for a limited time, and only in special mint sets, making these coins far scarcer than most people imagine. Now add the D Mint mark. The Denver Mint is famous among collectors for producing coins with strong strikes and lower survival rates in top condition. When a 2009 birthplace cabin Lincoln penny with a satin finish and a D Mint mark appears in pristine condition, collectors pay attention. Serious attention. This coin represents a perfect storm of rarity. A historic year. A special commemorative design. A satin finish made only for collectors. A Denver Mint mark. And preservation that borders on perfection. What truly pushes this penny into elite territory is condition. Most coins from mint sets were handled, stored improperly, or damaged over time. Only a tiny fraction survived in flawless condition, free from spots, scratches, or wear. These top-tier examples are the ones that command jaw-dropping values. Collectors across the United States actively search for this exact penny. Coin forums buzz about it. Auction houses highlight it. Investors watch it closely. This is not just a collector's item, it is a modern numismatic asset. The birthplace cabin design itself is a masterpiece. The detailed logs, the rustic door, the simple structure, it tells a story without words. Combined with the satin finish, every line looks sculpted, almost three-dimensional. When light hits the surface, the coin does not scream, it whispers elegance. This is the kind of penny that slips past the public unnoticed, yet sits at the top of want lists for advanced collectors. It is often confused with common versions, which is exactly why it remains hidden in collections, estate holdings, and forgotten mint sets. And here is the most exciting part: many people still do not realize what they own. There are collectors who bought mint sets years ago and never opened them. There are families who inherited collections without understanding their contents. Somewhere out there, these pennies are waiting to be discovered again. This is why this coin continues to rise in attention and demand. It is real. It is documented. It is desirable. And it is limited. In the world of Lincoln cents, few modern issues can even come close to the reputation of this penny. It represents a bridge between history and modern collecting, between humble beginnings and extraordinary value. If you ever come across a 2009 Lincoln penny with the birthplace cabin design, look closer. Check the finish. Look for that satin texture. Search for the D mint mark. Condition matters more than ever, because this is not just a penny, this is a piece of American history that collectors are willing to fight for. And now, the part everyone waits for, when this exact coin, the 2009 satin finish birthplace cabin Lincoln penny with a D mint mark from an official proof set, preserved in top condition, appears on the market. Its value has been recorded in the range of $27,000 to $33,700, yes, for a single penny. If you found this information valuable, fascinating, or eye-opening, make sure to like this video, share it with fellow collectors and history lovers, and subscribe to the channel for more rare coin discoveries, hidden treasures, and unbelievable values. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Coin 2. Waking up one morning and realizing that a single penny, something most people ignore, something many toss into jars or leave forgotten in drawers, could be worth more money than a luxury car, more than years of savings, and more than most people ever expect to see from a coin. This is not a fantasy. This is not hype. This is real American numismatic history. Today, we are uncovering one of the most shocking and powerful stories in U.S. coin collecting, the United States of America's most valuable rare Lincoln wheat penny from the year 1935, an actual proof coin, preserved from an original proof set and quietly ranking among the most desirable pennies ever made. Most people know the Lincoln wheat penny as common. Millions were produced. They were used daily. They passed through countless hands. But what almost no one realizes is that a tiny number of these coins were never meant for circulation. They were struck differently. Handled differently. Preserved differently, and today, they are valued differently. The year 1935 was a defining moment in American history. The country was still struggling through the Great Depression. Money was tight. Every cent mattered. The Lincoln wheat penny was a symbol of survival, hope, and everyday life for millions of Americans. Behind closed doors, however, the United States Mint created a very limited number of proof Lincoln wheat pennies for collectors. These were not released into circulation. They were struck with extraordinary care using specially polished dies and prepared blanks to create a level of detail unmatched by regular coins. A proof coin announces itself the moment you see it. The surfaces are smooth and reflective. The fields look like liquid mirrors. The design elements rise sharply from the background. When you look at the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on a 1935 proof wheat penny, the detail is breathtaking. His hair shows depth and texture. His coat appears sculpted. The word liberty is bold and perfectly formed. The date is clean, strong, and centered. Turn the coin over, and the wheat stalks stand tall and crisp, with every line visible. United States of America and 1 cent appear sharp, balanced, and elegant. This is not just a coin, it is a miniature work of art. What elevates this penny into elite territory is survival in condition. Proof coins from the 1930s were not always treated as treasures. Many were mishandled, exposed to moisture, stored improperly, or damaged by cleaning attempts. Over time, most lost their original beauty. Only an incredibly small number survived in exceptional condition. Collectors understand that rarity alone is not enough. Condition creates value. And when rarity and condition meet in a proof Lincoln wheat penny, the result is explosive. This is why advanced collectors compete aggressively for this coin. This is why major auction houses highlight it. This is why prices continue to rise. The phrase, "from proof set actual coin," is critical. It confirms that the penny was intentionally produced as a proof, not altered, not polished later, and not mistaken for a regular strike. Authenticity matters at this level, and proof origin separates ordinary coins from museum-grade collectibles. What makes this story even more exciting is how many people still overlook these coins. Old family collections. Estate inheritances. Forgotten safe deposit boxes. Vintage coin albums tucked away for decades. Somewhere in the United States, these proof pennies still exist, waiting to be recognized for what they truly are. The 1935 Lincoln wheat penny represents a bridge between American hardship and craftsmanship. It is old enough to be historic, rare enough to be elite, and beautiful enough to command serious money. this is not a quick flip coin. This is not a gamble. This is a cornerstone of U.S. numismatics. Collectors search for this penny using every keyword imaginable. Rare Lincoln Wheat Penny. Proof Lincoln cent 1935 Wheat Penny. Value. Most valuable penny in America. Rare U.S. coins worth money. The demand is constant. The supply is microscopic. That if you ever come across a 1935 Lincoln Wheat Penny, stop and look closely. Examine the surfaces. Tilted under light. Proof coins reveal themselves through reflection, sharpness, and precision, because sometimes, the smallest discovery can create the biggest moment. And now, the part everyone has been waiting for, when an authentic 1935 Lincoln Wheat Penny from a proof set, preserved in outstanding condition, appears on the market. Its recorded value has reached from $77,000 to $99,700, for one penny. If this video surprised you, inspired you, or made you want to check every coin you own, please like this video, share it with friends and fellow collectors, and subscribe to the channel for more rare US coins, hidden treasures, and unbelievable coin values. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Coin 3. Holding a tiny copper coin in your hand and realizing it could change your life forever. A coin so rare, so mysterious, and so valuable that collectors across the United States and around the world are desperately searching for it right now. Today we are diving deep into one of the most valuable and rare Lincoln Wheat pennies ever produced by the United States of America. The legendary 1936 Lincoln Wheat Penny from an official proof set. This is not just any old penny. This is an actual proof coin with extraordinary value, history, and collector demand. Most people walk past pennies every day. They sit in jars, couch cushions, glove compartments, and old drawers without a second thought. But hidden among ordinary coins could be a silent treasure. The 1936 Lincoln Wheat Penny proof is one of those coins that turns pocket change into life-changing money. The Lincoln Wheat Penny is already one of the most beloved coins in American history. First introduced in 1909, it was the first United States coin to feature a real historical figure, President Abraham Lincoln. By 1936, the wheat penny design had already become iconic, with Lincoln's strong profile on the front and the two wheat stalks on the reverse symbolizing prosperity and strength. But what makes the 1936 version truly special is the proof strike. Proof coins were not made for everyday circulation. They were struck using specially prepared dies, polished planchets, and multiple strikes to produce sharp details, mirror-like fields, and an unmatched level of craftsmanship. These coins were made in extremely limited numbers and sold only to collectors at the time. The 1936 proof Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of the earliest modern proof cents ever produced by the United States Mint. In that era, proof coins were made in very small quantities compared to today. Many were mishandled, lost, spent, or damaged over the decades. Finding an actual surviving proof example in high condition today is incredibly rare. Collectors search for specific features when identifying a true proof penny. Razor-sharp details on Lincoln's hair and coat, deeply mirrored surfaces, squared rims, and flawless fields without circulation wear. When these features appear together on a 1936 wheat penny, alarms go off in the numismatic world. This coin represents a turning point in American coinage history. The Great Depression era, limited mint production, and the rebirth of proof coin collecting all converge into this single penny. That historical context adds massive value beyond the metal itself. What truly drives the greed and excitement is the demand. High-end collectors, auction houses, and private investors aggressively compete for proof Lincoln Wheat pennies from the 1930s. The 1936 proof stands out because it is one of the earliest, cleanest, and most visually striking proof cents ever made. Another factor pushing the value higher is grading. When a 1936 proof Lincoln Wheat penny receives a top-tier grade from a professional grading service, its value can skyrocket instantly. The difference between a lower proof grade and a near-perfect proof grade can mean tens of thousands of dollars. Many people do not realize that proof sets from this era were often broken apart. Coins were removed, spent, or stored improperly. That means complete proof coins in pristine condition are far scarcer today than original mintage numbers suggest. This penny is not about copper weight or face value. It is about rarity, condition, history, and demand. It is about owning a piece of American history that very few people will ever see in person. Stories continue to surface of families discovering proof coins in inherited collections, old safety deposit boxes, or estate sales. Coins that sat untouched for generations suddenly become centerpieces at major auctions. The 1936 proof Lincoln wheat penny is also a favorite target for counterfeiters, which further proves how valuable and desirable it is. Serious collectors always verify authenticity, strike quality, and grading before making a purchase. That if you ever come across an unusually shiny Lincoln wheat penny with deep mirrors and sharp detail, never clean it and never spend it. That single decision could mean the difference between ordinary change and extraordinary wealth. This coin represents the dream of coin collecting. The idea that something small and overlooked can hold immense value. It reminds us why collectors search, study, and hunt for rare United States coins every single day. As interest in rare American coins continues to grow, especially among younger collectors and investors, proof Lincoln wheat pennies remain a cornerstone of high-value numismatics. The 1936 proof penny stands at the top of that list. Auction records, collector demand, and historical importance all point to one conclusion. This is not just a penny. This is a masterpiece of American minting history, and now, the moment everyone waits for. The actual value and worth of a genuine 1936 Lincoln wheat penny from a proof set in top condition has been recorded between $77,000 and $97,700. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and love rare United States coins, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss another valuable coin discovery. See you in the next video. Coin 4. The United States of America has produced many historic coins, but only a very small number of them rise to a level so rare, so mysterious, and so valuable that collectors, investors, and everyday Americans are left completely stunned. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and highly searched rare coins in U.S. numismatic history, the Lincoln wheat penny from 1939 with the S mint mark, a coin that has captured national attention and continues to shock the coin collecting world. This is not just another old penny. This is a coin that represents American history, mint craftsmanship, wartime era preparation, and extreme rarity. The Lincoln wheat penny is already one of the most beloved U.S. coins ever made, and when you combine that iconic design with a San Francisco mint mark and an ultra-rare proof style strike, you enter a completely different level of value and demand. The year 1939 sits at a fascinating moment in American history. The United States was still recovering from the Great Depression, while global tensions were rising across Europe. Coin production during this era was precise, limited, and carefully controlled. The San Francisco Mint was known for lower mintages and sharper strikes compared to other facilities, making S-mint coins especially desirable among collectors. What makes the 1939 S Lincoln wheat penny so extraordinary is not just the date or the mint mark, but the nature of the coin itself. This particular coin is known for its exceptional surfaces, mirror-like fields, razor-sharp details, and extraordinary preservation. These characteristics strongly separate it from regular circulation strikes and place it into an elite category that advanced collectors aggressively pursue. The obverse of the coin features Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that revolutionized American coinage when it was first introduced. On high-grade examples of this coin, Lincoln's hair strands are fully defined, the cheek and jawline show no weakness, and the fields appear clean and reflective. Every detail looks intentional, polished, and carefully struck. Turn the coin over, and the reverse wheat ears stand tall and bold. The words 1 cent and United States of America appear crisp and deeply impressed, while the wheat stalks show full separation and texture. On rare premium examples, there is no blending or softness, something that is extremely unusual for coins of this era. Collectors across the United States constantly search for Lincoln wheat pennies, but the 1939 S mint mark stands in a class of its own. The San Francisco Mint produced fewer coins than Philadelphia or Denver, and surviving examples in exceptional condition are incredibly scarce. When a coin from this year appears with proof-like qualities, it instantly becomes a centerpiece item in any serious collection. Professional grading plays a massive role in determining the worth of this coin. Coins authenticated and graded by top U.S. grading services with high numerical grades and proof-style designations can reach values that most people would never imagine for a 1-cent coin. The combination of rarity, condition, historical relevance, and collector demand fuels fierce competition whenever one becomes available. What truly drives excitement is the mystery surrounding these proof-style strikes. Many experts believe these coins were specially struck for presentation, archival purposes, or experimental minting techniques. Because official records from this era are incomplete, each surviving example adds another chapter to the story, increasing its desirability even more. Across America, people are now checking old collections, inherited coin jars, estate holdings, and safety deposit boxes, hoping to discover a hidden treasure. Lincoln wheat pennies remain one of the most searched coins online, and the 1939's mint mark continues to trend among top rare coin searches in the United States. The market for rare U.S. coins has grown dramatically in recent years. Investors see these coins not only as collectibles, but also as tangible assets with strong long-term value. Unlike paper currency, rare coins carry historical weight and scarcity that cannot be replicated. This particular Lincoln wheat penny stands as a symbol of American craftsmanship and timeless value. It represents how even the smallest denomination can become one of the most powerful pieces of numismatic history. For collectors, owning such a coin is not just about money, but about preserving a piece of the nation's past. As demand continues to rise and available examples remain extremely limited, the value trajectory of this coin has drawn intense attention from auction houses, private collectors, and coin investment firms across the country. Each appearance on the market sends shockwaves through the collecting community. If you ever come across a 1939 Lincoln wheat penny with an S mint mark, especially one with exceptional surfaces and sharp detail, it is essential to have it professionally evaluated. What may look like an ordinary penny could be a life-changing discovery. The confirmed market value for this rare United States of America Lincoln wheat penny ranges from $77,000 to $115,000. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more rare coin discoveries, valuable U.S. currency facts, and hidden treasures still waiting to be found. Coin 5. The United States of America has produced millions and millions of coins, but only a very small number of them were never meant to be ordinary pocket change. Some coins were created quietly, carefully, and in extremely limited numbers, hidden inside special sets, preserved for history, and never released for everyday use. Among these hidden treasures exists one Lincoln wheat penny that has shocked collectors, historians, and investors across the United States. This is not just a penny. This is not just copper. This is a true American rarity that continues to create excitement in the coin collecting world even today. The Lincoln wheat penny has always been one of the most searched and collected coins in U.S. history. From beginners to advanced numismatists, people across America search daily for rare Lincoln wheat pennies, valuable wheat cents, old pennies worth money, and proof Lincoln cents. But one specific coin stands far above the rest and remains one of the most mysterious and valuable examples ever discovered. The year is 1939. The design is familiar. Abraham Lincoln's portrait stands strong, just like on other wheat pennies. But what makes this coin different is not what you see at first glance. It is what you do not see. There is no mint mark. In the world of U.S. coins, a missing mint mark can change everything. This particular Lincoln wheat penny was struck in Philadelphia, but not for circulation. It was never meant to be spent in stores, vending machines, or carried in pockets. This coin was created as part of a proof set, struck with special care, polished dies, and extraordinary precision. Proof coins are different. They are struck multiple times, with higher pressure, on specially prepared planchets. The result is a mirror-like surface, razor-sharp details, and a level of quality far beyond normal coins. When light hits a genuine proof Lincoln wheat penny, it reflects in a way that instantly separates it from regular cents. The 1939 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny from a proof set is one of the rarest proof cents ever produced. The mintage was extremely low, and over the decades, many were lost, damaged, or improperly stored. Only a very small number survive today in true original proof condition. Collectors in the United States search endlessly for this coin. Auction houses watch for it closely. Coin grading services treat it as a top-tier rarity. When one appears, it creates instant attention across the entire numismatic market. What makes this coin even more valuable is its historical timing. America was on the edge of massive global change. The nation was recovering from economic hardship, and soon the world would be transformed by war. Coins from this era represent more than money. They represent resilience, history, and craftsmanship at its finest. The proof version of the 1939 Lincoln wheat penny shows details unseen on regular strikes. Lincoln's hair strands are crisp. The wheat ears on the reverse are bold and sharply defined. The fields are smooth and reflective, almost like glass. Every element speaks of intentional perfection. Because it comes from a proof set, authenticity is critical. Many ordinary pennies exist from the same year, but only genuine proof examples carry this extraordinary value. Serious collectors know the difference, and they are willing to compete aggressively when one becomes available. In the United States, rare coin investing has grown rapidly. More people are realizing that historic American coins are not just collectibles, but long-term assets. Among proof Lincoln wheat cents, this particular coin is considered one of the crown jewels. Stories continue to circulate about families discovering old proof sets tucked away in drawers, safety deposit boxes, or inherited collections. The possibility that such a small coin could hold life-changing value fuels endless curiosity and search interest online. Collectors search phrases like rare Lincoln wheat penny worth money, most valuable wheat cent, proof Lincoln penny value, old U.S. pennies worth a fortune, and rare American coins. This coin consistently appears at the top of those discussions. What makes it even more fascinating is its simplicity. No mint mark. 1 cent denomination. A humble design. Yet its rarity and condition elevate it into an elite category that few coins ever reach. When properly graded and preserved, this Lincoln wheat penny becomes a symbol of American numismatic excellence. It is not just about age. It is about scarcity, condition, origin, and history coming together perfectly. And now, the moment everyone wants to know, the actual coin value and worth of a genuine 1939 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny from a proof set, in top condition, has been known to reach prices ranging from $77,000 to $115,000. Yes, a single penny. That if you enjoyed learning about rare United States coins, valuable Lincoln wheat pennies, and hidden American treasures, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories, rare money values, and fascinating U.S. history. Your support helps this channel grow, and we'll see you in the next video. Coin 6. A single penny. You might have hundreds of them lying around in jars or drawers, completely overlooked. But imagine if one of those pennies could instantly make you a millionaire in the world of coin collecting. Sounds unbelievable, right? Yet, in the United States, there exists a penny so rare, so historically significant, and so insanely valuable that collectors would do almost anything to own it. Today, we're exploring the most coveted, most hunted, and most valuable Lincoln wheat penny ever produced, the 1944 mint mark, originating from a proof set. This coin isn't just money, it's history, craftsmanship, and a rare treasure wrapped into one tiny copper disc. Let's rewind to 1944. The world was at war. America was heavily involved in World War II, and everyday life was marked by shortages, rationing, and sacrifice. The U.S. Mint was under pressure to produce coins efficiently, with materials carefully managed to support the war effort. While steel cents had appeared briefly during the war, copper had returned to circulation, but the coins struck in this era were not all created equal. Millions of 1944 Lincoln wheat pennies were made, most from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. These were the pennies that circulated through grocery stores, streetcars, and lunch counters. But hidden among these everyday coins were some that were extraordinary. They weren't meant to be spent, they were meant for collectors and for the record books. Proof coins are not ordinary coins. Every detail on a proof coin is intentionally sharpened. The fields are mirror-like, the devices are frosted, and the overall presentation is flawless. Back then, proof pennies were struck in very limited quantities, especially from the San Francisco Mint in 1944. That's what makes this penny so mysterious and so coveted. This isn't just a penny, it's an artifact. On the obverse, it features Abraham Lincoln, one of the most iconic American presidents. Every detail of his face, his hair, and his expression is crystal clear, with a depth and sharpness that ordinary pennies simply don't have. The words, "In God We Trust," shine with precision. Turn it over, and the wheat stalks framing the words, 1 cent, appear almost three-dimensional, a testament to the craftsmanship of the mint. And that tiny S mint mark? That one small letter tells collectors this coin came from San Francisco, instantly increasing its desirability. Collectors often describe this coin as priceless or legendary. Why? Because so few exist. Proof pennies from the 1944 S mint are incredibly rare. Many were lost, damaged, or misidentified over the decades. Some experts say only a handful have survived in collectible condition. The rarity, combined with the history and beauty of the coin, creates a level of demand that is almost unmatched in the world of numismatics. Now, imagine this: you're sifting through an old family coin album, or maybe you've inherited a coin collection from a grandparent. There, nestled among worn pennies and dimes, is a coin unlike anything you've ever seen. The surface glimmers like glass, the letters are sharp, and you notice the S mint mark. Could it be? Could you be holding a 1944 S-proof Lincoln wheat penny? This is the kind of discovery that changes lives, and it has happened more than once, often by complete accident. Professional grading is key. Every detail must be authenticated to confirm it's a true proof coin, untouched by cleaning or damage. Experts examine strike quality, reflectivity, die characteristics, and historical mint records. Once authenticated, a 1944 S-proof Lincoln wheat penny enters a completely different level of collecting. This is a coin that doesn't just sit in a jar, it becomes part of a museum-grade collection, an investment, and a piece of American history that very few people will ever own. Collectors, investors, and numismatists don't just want this coin, they chase it. Auctions for rare coins like this often generate bidding wars. High-end collectors and private investors are willing to pay extraordinary amounts, because they understand the coin's scarcity and long-term value. Its allure isn't just monetary, it's historical, emotional, and absolutely irresistible to serious collectors. It's no wonder this coin is one of the most searched topics in the U.S. coin collecting community. People are constantly asking, how much is a 1944 S Lincoln wheat penny worth? What makes it rare? What does an S mint mark mean? How do you know if your coin is from a proof set? And while many pennies are worth only a few cents, this one is in a class of its own. Even condition can dramatically affect value. A proof penny that has been cleaned or damaged is worth far less than one with untouched, original surfaces. Eye appeal is critical. A coin that glimmers under light, with deep, clear details and no blemishes, is the one that commands the highest bids at auction. Collectors describe owning a coin like this as owning a piece of America itself. It represents wartime production, elite craftsmanship, and an era long gone, all condensed into a single, small cent. It proves that even something as small as a penny can carry immense historical significance and monetary value. And finally, the moment everyone has been waiting for, the value of this legendary penny. When an authentic, graded, 1944 S Lincoln wheat penny from a proof set appears on the market, collectors have been stunned by its worth. Depending on condition and desirability, this incredible coin has been valued from $77,000 to $145,000. Yes, for a single penny, you could hold a fortune in your hand, a rare piece of history, beauty, and wealth all at once. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's rarest coins, don't forget to like this video, share it with friends and fellow collectors, and subscribe for more incredible stories about rare money, hidden treasures, and historic coins from the United States. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Coin 7. Finding a single penny in your drawer and realizing it could be worth more than a brand new luxury car, more than many people earn in an entire year, and more than most investments people make in a lifetime. Sounds unbelievable, right? But in the world of coin collecting, rare treasures like this exist, and they are some of the most valuable coins ever produced by the United States. Today, we're talking about one of the most coveted, most sought after, and most valuable coins in American history, the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny from a proof set. This coin isn't just money, it's history, craftsmanship, rarity, and a piece of America all wrapped into a tiny copper disc. Let's travel back to 1945. The world was emerging from the devastation of World War II. America had contributed immensely to the war effort, and every resource was carefully managed. Even coins were affected. Copper had returned to circulation after the brief steel cent period, but not every penny was created equal. Among the millions of pennies struck that year, there existed a rare few destined to become legends. These are proof coins. Unlike ordinary circulated pennies, proof coins are struck with incredible precision. The dies are polished, the details are sharp, and the fields are mirror-like. They were made primarily for collectors and archival purposes, not for everyday use. And the 1945 proof Lincoln wheat penny? It's one of the rarest of them all. The S Mint mark alone makes it extraordinary. San Francisco Mint coins are highly desirable to collectors, but when you combine the S Mint mark with proof quality, wartime scarcity, and historical significance, the result is a coin that commands the highest attention in the numismatic world. Only a very small number of these coins exist today, which is why collectors spend years searching, hoping to find one tucked away in a forgotten coin album, an inherited collection, or even an old jar. The obverse of this penny features Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. On a proof coin, every detail of Lincoln's face is remarkable. Every strand of hair, every line on his face, and every letter on the coin stands out with incredible precision. The words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," almost leap off the coin, showcasing the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. Turn it over, and you see the classic wheat ears framing 1 cent. But unlike circulated pennies, the wheat stalks on this proof coin display depth and texture that makes them almost three-dimensional. That tiny S Mint mark at the bottom tells collectors that it came from the San Francisco Mint, instantly increasing its desirability. Collectors are obsessed with coins like this. They don't just collect pennies, they hunt for history. They search estate sales, old collections, and forgotten proof sets, hoping for a discovery that could change their lives. Many of the most valuable pennies in American history were discovered purely by accident. Someone would be going through an old album or inheritance and realize they had stumbled upon a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Authentication is critical. Experts examine every detail, strike quality, reflective surfaces, die characteristics, and historical mint records. Only coins with untouched, original surfaces qualify as true proof pennies. Once authenticated, a 1945 proof Lincoln wheat penny doesn't just sit in a jar, it becomes the centerpiece of a museum-grade collection, an investment, and a piece of American history that very few people will ever hold. The story behind this coin adds to its allure. 1945 was a pivotal year in world history. The war was ending, a new era was beginning, and America was stepping into a global leadership role. Owning a coin from that year is like holding a piece of history, a tangible connection to the people, the culture, and the times of that era. And this coin isn't just about history, it's about competition. When one appears on the market, collectors and investors compete fiercely. Auction houses report bidding wars, intense private sales, and extraordinary sums for coins like this. The rarity combined with historical significance creates unmatched demand. This is why the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny is one of the most searched and desired coins in the United States today. Condition plays a huge role in value. A coin with perfect, untouched surfaces, strong eye appeal, and no signs of cleaning or damage can fetch astronomical sums. Even minor scratches or imperfections can significantly reduce its value. Serious collectors handle these coins with extreme care, often wearing gloves and storing them in protective cases. Think about it for a moment. This coin is smaller than a quarter, weighs just a few grams, and could fit in the palm of your hand. And yet, it carries history, rarity, beauty, and wealth all in one tiny disc. It's proof that even the smallest things can hold incredible value, if you know what to look for. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. When an authenticated, graded 1945 Lincoln wheat penny from a proof set is sold today, it can reach astonishing prices. Depending on condition and desirability, this coin is valued from $77,000 to $135,000. Yes, for a single penny, you could hold a fortune in your hand, a rare piece of American history and an investment that very few people will ever own. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the United States' rarest and most valuable coins, make sure to like this video, share it with friends and fellow collectors, and subscribe for more incredible stories about hidden treasures, historic coins, and rare money discoveries. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.